I am currently in a 3 month challenge to test if flipping PCs is worth the hustle. We are in the final stretch now and have about a month left to sell the 5 PCs that we've just built. Alright guys, we're inside the car and you know what that means. We got another deal to do. Today we were on the Facebook Marketplace and we saw a 3060 8GB card and it was a really good deal. You guys wouldn't guess how much it was. It was $110. And you know, I can't pass up on a deal. I'm just so addicted to Facebook Market and getting these good deals, and I just have to go get it. So I just got off of work and I'm gonna go meet the seller. So we'll see you guys there. Nice to meet you. What was the reason why you were selling it? You got a new one?
One upgraded.
What'd you upgrade to?
4070 Super.
Ooh, nice. Alright.
I haven't been using this one much. So
Alright. Looks good. Did you want cash or Venmo?
Don't matter. Whichever's convenient.
I have cash right here. Alright. Graphics card secured. Now it's the next day and we're loading up the 4060 PC to sell at a nearby Starbucks. It's crazy how we already sold this PC and it's only been like 2 days since I posted the ad. I didn't even have a chance to put it up on Java yet. Hi. I put it inside the thing in here. So we got the power cable and then these are the extra accessories. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the PC, and if you don't mind, if you can leave like a rating on my Facebook Marketplace. I'm new to doing all this, so leaving a rating would help a lot for me. Sure. Have a good day. Hey guys, it's been a few days since we listed everything on Java, and we actually sold another PC on Facebook Market. Not on Java yet, but we sold the RTX 3050 PC. So right now I am currently have it plugged in and I'm getting it restarted, reset. Oh, and it just finished. So we're gonna get this all packed up in the box right here, and we're going to meet the seller in about like 15 minutes. So I'll see you guys there. So the guy didn't show up. I was over there at the Starbucks. I actually recorded this at the parking lot, but I had no audio. I forgot to connect the mic again. But yeah, he didn't show up. He said he was gonna be there in like 20 minutes. After I got there, he said he was gonna cancel. He didn't have enough money to buy the PC. And in my head, I'm just like, if you're already tight on money, why would you even want to buy a PC anyways? But it is what it is. People are like that. But I just told him, you know, if he ever has enough money saved up to hit me up again. But yeah, this is the first time where someone flaked on me when I was trying to sell them a PC. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's gonna happen eventually. So the PC is still gonna be up for sale on Java and Facebook Market, and hopefully we'll be able to sell it soon. Hey guys, it's the next day. I just got home from work and we actually secured another sale for today. We sold the 3070 PC for $800, and again, we didn't sell it for the price that we listed it at, which was $875, which to be honest was a bit high for a local 3070 build. Honestly, $800 is totally fine, especially since this buyer is my coworker's friend. Small world. We found out after a couple messages, but honestly, I'm fine with letting it go for $800 for a mutual. All right, we're gonna get this PC all reset and ready for the buyer, and we'll see him in probably like half an hour. All right guys, I finished resetting the PC down there and we're just waiting for the buyer to come. And he asked for my Zelle already, and I sent him my Zelle account, and he already paid me the $800. Not sure why. He probably feels super safe that he can trust me just because we have my coworker as our mutual. So I guess he knows where I work if I don't give him the PC. But for everyone out there who are planning to buy things on Facebook Marketplace or online where things don't have that great of protection, don't send your money until you have the item physically in your hands, or you've inspected everything about it and you make sure it's all good. Just because, you know, in this big world, there are scummy people out there who will scam you if you send in the money before getting the item. Like, I could have easily just taken that $800 and resold the PC, but you know, I'm a good guy, so I wouldn't do that. But there are people out there who would. So be careful out there if you're gonna be buying things online or on Facebook Marketplace. All right, guys. He's here. All right, I put the PC in the box here. So
I never deal with the PC before.
first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I put the power cable. It's gonna be right here, okay? All right, have a good day. right, guys, PC sold. Now we got 2 more PCs left to sell, and we got about like a month left till the challenge is over. So we're gonna try to get these 2 PCs sold, and then if we need to, we're gonna lower it down just because we don't want any leftover PCs, just because it's gonna cut into our overall earnings. We don't want to go negative on any of these. We want to at least hit even on these PCs. So if it doesn't sell in the next week or 2, I'm gonna have to cut the prices down. But let's hope for the best.
Unfortunately, I've lost the audio for this section, but someone finally asked for a commission build from me. The client wanted to build a 1440p PC for under $700 using a combination of used and new parts. I gave him a list of potential components that would fit the budget, and after confirmation, I had him deposit $100 to me to get started.
All right, so after a couple of days of looking through eBay and Java, we were able to find the components that we needed to buy used for this client build. So we were easily able to get a 5600X for $95 on Java, but for the B450 motherboard, we were trying to get it at a low price just so we can hit that under $700. We didn't want to like pay $80 for a motherboard, right? So we actually found a listing on eBay for a combo deal, and it included a Ryzen processor, it had the B450 motherboard, and also some RAM. So I think the plan is going to be to buy that bundle and then part out the RAM and the CPU, put that to the side, and use the B450 motherboard for the client build. And then we'll just put in the numbers and see what it's gonna end up being. But right now I'm thinking it's probably gonna be $60 for that motherboard. And for the total bundle, it was around like $131 before tax and shipping. So that's what we got so far. I just got everything ordered right now. Right now it's the beginning of October, so we're gonna wait for the Amazon sale that's gonna happen, I think, on the 8th and the 9th. There's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna buy new for this build, like the M.2 SSD. We're gonna try to hit a 1TB Gen 4 for a good price, just because the different price differences between Gen 3 and Gen 4 is very slim. I think Gen 3 1TB are around like 40 something, $50, and then 1TB for a Gen 4 is like 56, 58. So hopefully a Gen 4 drive will go on sale and we can pick that up for a cheaper price. And we're also gonna get a CPU cooler, so hopefully one of the coolers that we usually use or something similar will go on sale, so we can save a couple bucks on that. Right now all we're missing is 3600 megahertz RAM. We gotta get that, that's one of the requirements. Power supply that'll be able to power a C750 XT. So we're gonna aim for 650 to 800 watts. It has to be 80 plus gold as per one of the requirements from the client. And we also need the actual GPU. I did have a Facebook deal that I was gonna make, but the seller ended up selling it to someone else. And I'm hoping we're gonna be able to get these on Facebook Marketplace, just because we don't have to deal with like shipping and tax and all that. Make it a clean number. If I get any more updates, I'll let you guys know. But right now we're just gonna be waiting for all the parts to come in and for the Amazon sale. So I'll see you guys later.
Hey guys, we are on the road again, and we have a few deals to do today. We have a 600 watt power supply for 40 bucks to pick up, and that's the first one we're gonna do right now. A 16 gigabyte DDR4 RAM, 3600 megahertz to pick up for 30 bucks. And then I'm still trying to seal a deal on 2 more things. We have a 32 gigabyte DDR4 RAM kit to pick up, but I'm still waiting on the address for that. And then we're also going to be picking up an 850 watt power supply for 50 bucks at the end of this little trip. So I have 2 people who messaged me for commission build. I'm currently working on one right now, and that 850 watt power supply would be really good for that build. And I'm still looking for more parts, but for right now, that is what we have. So as we're driving, I do have a couple of updates for you guys on the PCs. 3050 PC hasn't gotten any more offers, so I'm probably going to have to delete and relist that one to get more eyes on it. And currently we have one potential buyer that is looking at the white budget build, and he is offering $375, but we have to meet him halfway because he is a bit far. So I think we're both going to be driving half an hour out to each other. But that should be happening either in 2 days or next week. But hopefully this sale actually goes through and I'm gonna be able to sell this PC for $375 because the goal is to sell it for $350 just because it's a budget PC. But if I can get anything above that, that would be great, you know? Hello. And is cash okay? Yeah. All right. All right. Power supply secured. All right. So he gave me the power supply in this box here, and he actually threw in the cables for this box's power supply in for free. So this is the one we got. This is the, the standard, 800 watt power supply. Oh, 800. Oh, I thought it was 600. Oh, oh, that's great. Okay, 800 watts, great for 40 bucks. Okay, well, we got these extra modular cables for this specific power supply, and I guess I can try to find this power supply without the cables for cheap, but we'll see. But I guess now it's on to the next sale. All right, guys, we got the RAM here. My camera died during the meetup, so I wasn't able to record it on my camera, but it's going to be two 16 gigabyte sticks with 3600 megahertz RAM. Pretty good deal, 30 bucks. Hopefully we're going to be able to use these in a nice mid-tier high-end PC for a flip. So we're not going to be able to do two of the deals that we had planned today. The power supply person isn't going to be home before I have to go. And then the RAM person just never got back to me with an address, so I'm pretty sure that isn't going to happen. But we do have one more deal to make. It's a guy selling a broken B650 for 60 bucks and a Fractal Ridge for a mini ITX build. And I asked if I can get both of them for $100, so 50-50 each. And the motherboard only has one bent pin, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to straighten that out and actually get it working and make an AM5 platform PC. Okay, we have it right here and the Fractal Ridge in here. Nice.
The next day, we were able to meet up with a buyer for the 1660 PC that was built last month.
All right, we're back at the Starbucks. Let's go meet the guy. Want me to help you put it in the car later? Sure. Yeah. All right, so just send me the Wi-Fi dongle, and then this is the keyboard. And then, are you cool with the 485 or?
Would you go down to 460?
Yeah, we can do 460.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. And then it'll help me a lot if you leave like a rating on my profile.
I got you. It looks like you've been selling a lot of PCs.
Yeah, I just got it started, so having ratings would help.
It's a good business.
All right.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good day. We've made another sale. Right now we're heading half an hour out to meet up with a 15-year-old and his parents to drop off this white budget gaming PC, the one with the GTX 1060 in it. We finally got it sold. We're selling it for $375, and I'm including the Wi-Fi adapter also with it for free, just because this kid didn't have that much money to spend. He sold his Xbox for this PC, and I think including the Wi-Fi dongle would be a good help for him. Get him started in the PC world. So I got another 18 minutes to drive, and I'll see you guys at the meeting site. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, you can count it. Nice to meet you.
And the PC's right here. Okay. You good?
Thank you.
No problem. If you go into any problems with it, just let me know. I'll help you out on Facebook.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. With that PC sold, we only got one PC left, the RTX 3050 PC to sell, and we pretty much will be done with this challenge unless I can pull out another 1 or 2 PCs in like the next 2 weeks. But let's go home now. Hey guys, we actually tracked down a 6700 XT to put into the client's build. This is the last part that we needed, and it's not actually just the graphics card by itself. It's actually a whole PC that we're purchasing for $500. It was posted for I think $600, $550, but we got it down to $500. And it's gonna be a mini ITX build. And sorry. Okay, so the seller actually caught me recording myself in the car. He was just looking for me because I mentioned I was here already, and he was just looking around and he saw me in the car, and I was like, oh, that's probably the guy. So I just got out, didn't record any of the transaction, but it's in the back right here.
He gave us a container to use, so I guess we could have something else for storage. But the case is right there, the PC parts, the 600 XT. And like I was saying earlier, we're gonna part out that GPU, price it accordingly for the client for their build. And everything else we're just gonna repurpose for the marketplace business and put it into a PC. Okay, I moved all the stuff up here in the front just so it's more safe and you guys can get a better look at everything. But here's the NZXT case. It actually has this wooden custom panel here that he got, but he also included the original glass side panel, so we're probably gonna switch that out. He also included some speakers here. This is the box for the GPU and then the box for the motherboard. And I believe this is the accessory box for the case, but everything looks good. And the reason why he was selling this PC was because he already made a different mini ITX build and he just wanted to get rid of this. So I guess I probably could have gotten this for cheaper since he just wanted to get rid of it because it was taking up space. Like I probably could have got it down to like $475, $450, but oh well, you know, it is what it is. And I think $500 is a pretty good deal just because all these are mini ITX parts. Because mini ITX things are pretty expensive, so we have an SFX power supply in here, we got an AIO, we got the mini ITX motherboard, and yeah, I think we made a good deal here. Wanna say hi to the camera, Papu? Hey, Papu. Hello, Papu. Alright guys, it's been 2 days since we last sold the white PC. Finally sold this RTX 3050 PC for $500. We had to mark it down from $550 yesterday, and we immediately got an offer to pick it up today. And right now I'm just getting it all booted up, making sure everything still works. And this PC might be the last PC we sell for this 3 months challenge, just because this is the last one that we have on hand. And we only got like 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks left of the challenge. And I don't have all the parts to build another PC just yet. We do have that RTX 3060 that we got for a really good deal. 3060s do sell fast. Like the 3060 that we've had, that one sold within like what, 2 days, 3 days, I forgot. And that 4060 PC also sold within around that time frame. So those cards do really good. We'll see if I can get some parts to make a new PC. If this truly is the last PC that we sell for this 3 months challenge. I haven't said it yet, but if you guys enjoyed our journey in this 3 months challenge, drop a like, leave a comment. So if you guys have any suggestions that you guys want to leave down in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. And that's all I got for you guys for right now. So let's go sell this PC. All right, I am a bit late, so I don't have time to set up the camera. So we are just gonna have it like this. Hopefully the angle's right. All right, so I got all the extra accessories right here in this bag.
Okay.
And then if you run into any problems, just let me know. I'll help you out, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, that's the last PC sold from that set of PCs that we built the past month. I'll keep you guys updated if we're able to build another PC, and hopefully we'll be able to sell it within 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys then. All right guys, we're back in my room and we're gonna figure out if we have any leftover PC components to build one last PC for this 3 months challenge. So we're gonna see what we can use from those bundles and put it into this PC for one last sale before the 3 months is over. So let's unbox some of these packages. I actually have no idea what's what because I've been too lazy to open all these up and organize them. So they've just been sitting here and we're gonna find out what we can get out of these bundles and make into a new PC. All right, first let's open up this small package here. I have ordered, I think I have 2 Ryzen 5 5600 CPUs that I got. One for $81 before tax and fees and all that from eBay. And we got one more 5600X from Java for I think it was like $94, $95, something like that. So yep, it is just the CPU. I actually don't know what this is. This might be another CPU. Might be the other 5600X. Okay, yep. So this was another processor. This is the one off of Java. It's right here. So let's get a good look at it before we move on. Make sure the pins are okay because that's the most important thing. and the pins look good. I think we'll be using this one for the client. This one we'll save and see if we can put in a build because it does have the cooler with it. And we can save some money by using this cooler. I think I know what this one is. This one should be a GPU and a pretty hefty one, which is not going to be able, we're not going to be able to use this for the 3 months challenge, but we got a NVIDIA RTX 4070. I think we got this for, what was it? It was on bid. I think we won it for I want to say 450, 440, 430 to 450, around there. And then after shipping and tax fees or no, all that, I think it came out to like 470 something, which is not bad for an RTX 4070. This cannot be used for another build, but last one here, and I do know what this one is also. Let's make sure we open this without anything showing. Okay. This here is going to be a bundle, which is what I was waiting for because this is maybe what we can use for another PC. So this is a Ryzen 5 3400G. It has integrated graphics on it. The CPU is not in there. I do not see it in there. So maybe it's still in the motherboard here, which is also part of the bundle. So this bundle includes a CPU, a set of RAM, and the motherboard. And it came with a bunch of packaging, which I am gonna save. I'm gonna save this bubble wrap just in case we ever do sell anything on Java. So the RAM is in its original packaging here. We got some Trident Z RGB RAM. It is 16GB kit, 3000 speed, which is pretty average, not bad. And I think we paid for this was like, I think it was 130. So I think it was a pretty good deal. So the reason why I bought this bundle was because I needed a B450 motherboard, and then I also needed this processor, not this exact one, but I wanted a AMD processor with integrated graphics, just so I can test the B350 motherboards I got before that you guys saw, the two of them. I still haven't tested those because I didn't have any processors to put in there. But with this, I'm able to test motherboards without a GPU and all that. So I needed this, and then this is just, it was just part of it. So we can actually use that RAM for another build. From all these packages, we're going to be able to use the set of RAM and this 5600X CPU, which is perfect to pair with the RTX 3060 that we have lying around that we got, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, something like that, for $110. So we can actually build a pretty decent build as long as those B350 motherboards are still good. So, ooh, we need a case because I do not have any extra cases because that fractal case that we got a while back is going to be used in the build with this B450 and all that. So we're not going to be able to use that, so we're going to need to order another PC case. Power supply. We do have another power supply, I'm pretty sure, in our inventory. I can double check, but I'm pretty positive we have some leftover power supplies to use. So I guess we do have one more PC that we can make to flip for this 3 months challenge. I guess we got one more to do. All right, now that we got our last component here, the GPU inside of this PC, let's disassemble it, get the GPU out, and start the client build.
Again, we solely bought this mini PC for the 6700 XT that it has, and you'll see the purpose for the rest of the parts at the end of the video. For the final version of the build, we decided on a B450 motherboard, a 5600X, 32GB of RAM, a Gen 4 1TB NVMe, and this cooler from ID Cooling. For the case, we'll be using our Fractal Meshify C and the 800-watt Apiva power supply to power the system.
All right, we're finally on to the last step, installing the 6700 XT. Ooh, hopefully this fits. Oh my god, this actually might not fit. Did not think about this. Oh. All right, update. It didn't work. So we're gonna have to find a new solution. Right now, I'm thinking maybe one fan up here, maybe remove the hard drive cage right here and put another fan down here. So it'll be a little awkward. It'll be like fan, no fan, fan, or I put one fan here and then 2 intake fans on top because there is enough clearance under there for it to fit. So I'm just figuring out what would be best for the PC. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards putting one up here, one down here, just because the C700 XT, I read online, it does kind of run a little hot. So if we had one fan down here, it would intake air, and hopefully that air will go up into the GPU. So the GPU will be getting fresh air from down here, going up. It will cool the GPU, and then the fan up here will actually go directly to the CPU cooler. So that's what I'm thinking right now, but let's see. Okay guys, I finally figured out what I was gonna do, and I just did both. So we ended up just using all 5 fans because, you know, we had 5 fans in the beginning, might as well use all of them. So we have our fan right here, a gap for the GPU, and then this bottom one. We didn't need to remove the hard drive cage, so it's still gonna be there for the client to use in the future. And then we've got the other fan here, and it's kind of acting like a GPU, like a lift thing right here. It's holding it up to make it straight because the GPU is long enough that just the edge is on top of this fan. So that straightens this out better. And then we have the third fan right here, and then 2 more fans up here, which completes this build actually. We're all done now. We got everything installed, so let's get this booted up and get Windows on here and test it out. All right, we got the PC all set up here on the desk, and we got the HDMI cable all plugged in and the power supply cable in here. Let's flip the switch and turn on the PC, and hopefully it works first try. All right, I feel like we've got some RGB in there from the motherboard, and it's hopefully a post first try. Okay, we got right into the BIOS. Okay, oh, it does seem like the settings that we put in before when we were testing all the parts were saved, so we don't gotta mess with any of those. Now that we know that the PC boots up just fine, we're gonna install Windows off of this USB drive, and then we're gonna install a few games and play them at 1440p, make sure it runs smoothly at that resolution, because that is what the buyer wants, a 1440p PC. So we're gonna test all of those. And then after it's all done working smoothly, we're gonna message the buyer and make sure we have a plan set up for them to pick up the PC.
The PC ran as expected, running very smoothly, playing on 1440p.
All right guys, it's been a few days and we finally got the PC case that we needed to build this last PC for the 3 months challenge. We did lose some time because we had to wait for the shipment for the PC case from Newegg, and we have about a week and a half left to sell this PC, but 3060 PCs usually sell pretty fast, so hopefully we're gonna be able to sell it in that time frame. But let's stop wasting time and let's build that PC.
For this PC, we got the DIY PC Q10 for $63 on Newegg. And like mentioned before, we'll be using a 5600X, 16GB of G-Skill RAM, a 1TB NVMe, all on the MSI B350 PCMate motherboard. We'll then add our leftover Apevia 600W power supply and our very cheap MSI Ventus RTX 3060 8GB card. I have high hopes for this PC, but we're running out of time.
Hey guys, me and the client finally figured out a day to meet up and give them their PC, but unfortunately we're gonna have to go deliver the PC to them for an additional $10 fee because they do not have a car to drive. So we're gonna have to do that. So the total for the client is gonna be $656 for this C700 XT PC, but they already gave me a $100 deposit, so today we'll be getting $556. We got the PC right here in our passenger seat. Hopefully everything's gonna be a-okay when we meet up with the client, because this is gonna be the first PC that we specifically made for somebody, and I hope they like it, and hopefully there's not gonna be any problems, because we did test this PC over a few days and I didn't run into any problems. All the temps were below 65 degrees, so it should be good to go for them, but you never know. But fingers crossed everything will go good. Okay guys, we just made it to the buyer's area. We were able to park in a little parking garage, so there is gonna be some lighting, so hopefully we're gonna be able to get this transaction on camera. So I'll see you guys when the buyer gets down here. All right, the buyer just said that they're on the way down, so hopefully we don't wait that long. Hello. All right, so this is the PC. There's gonna be a total of 5 fans in here.
Okay.
The card was a little too long, so there's only 2 in the front.
Yes.
2 in the front, and they're gonna be 2 on top, and then 1 in the back. Yeah. So it'll be exhaust, and an intake right here. And then I made a separate Facebook listing for this one, so I'm just gonna send it to you so you can.
I was gonna say that way you can.
Yeah. All right.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. Transaction's all done. We got our money, and the guy seemed pretty nice. He seemed like he knew things about computers. He said he built some in the past for his friends, so he should be knowledgeable. Hopefully, he doesn't run into many problems, or any problems at all, actually. And if he does, hopefully he'll be able to troubleshoot it himself. If not, he could always send me a message like I told him. But now let's go head home and let's move on to selling the next computer. Guys, I was literally just chilling on my bed and we've got a message about someone wanting to buy the PC. It's for their little brother for I think a birthday present or something. But I do have to lower the price down. They want it for 500, but I said lowest I can do is 550. And I really didn't want to go under how much it was worth with eBay sold, which was around 580. But you know, for a little kid's birthday, I'll do 550. And I think we're gonna be able to sell it tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna head to bed and I wake up early and hopefully we're gonna be able to sell this on time. I was literally just sitting here reflecting and thinking that we messed up by building another PC and not being able to sell it in a week, which would lower our profits at the end of this challenge. But we have there's a little light at the end of the tunnel, and I think we're gonna be able to do it. So let me head to bed and I'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, I was literally getting ready to go meet up with this guy. I was asking him if he was ready. I was up, I was asking him where would you want to meet, and he hit me with this $500 and I'll come right now. I already told this guy I wouldn't take 500 and I'll take 550 at the lowest, and he kept asking questions, asking for the performance and like videos of it, and I thought, you know, 550 was good. When I told him I'll only take 550, the lowest, he said, would I be able to pick it up right now? Which was last night, but I was at work, so he couldn't pick it up. So I thought 550 was okay, but he hit me with that 500 and I just told him, no, I can't do that, and then he just ghosted me. And it's the last day. Today's the 26th. Oh, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get someone to buy this PC locally. So let's just hope and pray. You know, I still got a few hours before I had to go to work, and let's just hope that we get this sold. Guys, I was literally just sitting here for a few minutes, like probably like 20-30 minutes, just playing with my cat here. But we got an offer on Java for $600 and I accepted it already. You see right here, we've sold on Java, so I guess that's great. We finally got to sell something on Java and can experience how selling a PC on Java is. That guy's really coming in clutch for us. $600 is not that much. I think we're gonna get like $520 off of it, but you know, profit is profit. I was literally just playing with my cat here, just petting her, and we got the offer on my phone. I got the email and everything, and I was just like shocked because I really thought we weren't going to be able to sell this PC today. But with the PC selling on Java, we're not going to be able to get that money right away, just because we got to pack it up, get it ready to get shipped, and then the buyer has to receive it, and then we get our money, and that's going to take a while. But I think I want to add it to the final total at the end of the challenge, just because we are going to ship it to them. It's just we don't have the time to wait for the money to come to us, but we are going to get the money. So we're going to add it to the final total. I'll show you guys how I'm going to ship everything, and that'll be it for this 3 months PC challenge.
To secure the insides, we'll be using this Instapack that was recommended by Java themselves. It's my first time using this, and I should have watched a quick tutorial beforehand.
Is that how it's supposed to go? So this is what the Instapack looks like right now on the side view. Look at, we have this little window here you can see. I mean, it'll support the GPU, which is I think the most important thing. So I think everything will be okay. But yeah, that really expanded really fast. I probably should have been more ready, but I guess that's it. Let's get this in its box and get it shipped.
For packaging, we'll be using the original box with added bubble wrap. I also have these corner protectors to protect the box from corner drops.
All right, we got all of the corners all taped up on top, bottom, and on all both sides here. And hopefully nothing happens when it's in shipping, because you know, in the beginning of this challenge we did get a case that got bent right here. So hopefully UPS treats this nicely and we don't get them a damaged case. It's all done now. I'm gonna go to UPS now, get the shipping label and slap that on, and hopefully the buyer gets this okay.
All right, now that the 3 months are over, let's see how we did. Let me give a quick breakdown of some of our numbers. We spent a total of about $4,585 on inventory. Of that inventory, $4,888 went into PCs that we sold. For PC sales, we made a total of $5,286. And as you can see at the top right corner, we ended up in the green with $701 in profit. And with that profit, we also have some leftover parts. The total value of leftover parts that we have is around $400 to $500. Overall, we had an average profit margin of about 26%, with the lowest being 9% and the highest being 38%. At first, I was a little bit disappointed at the results because we did spend those 3 months almost every day on Facebook Marketplace and making deals and selling PCs just to make $700. And after reading everyone's comments, I do feel a little bit better about it. I see all the mistakes I made and where I went wrong and how I could improve if I ever wanted to do this again. I believe my main problem stemmed from how I went about buying product. I was buying too much and sometimes buying too high on some of the PCs. And if I wasn't in the 3 months time crunch, I definitely would have been more patient and waited for better deals to pop up on Facebook Marketplace or do better bids on eBay. And doing that would have increased my profit margin. So if you're watching this video and you're just starting out, take it slow. Don't buy too much and buy after you sell. Don't rush into things and buy a lot of parts and build multiple PCs like I did, because you don't want to put too much in before you have a feel of the market, and you want to be able to pull out if you need to. Taking it slow lets you get a feel of what to expect profit wise, and if needed you can change your strategy. But apart from my mistakes in this challenge, let's see if we were actually able to complete the goals that we set out in the first place. Were we able to sell 3 different levels of PCs? I'll consider this a failure, because even though we were able to sell more than 3 different types of PCs, all unique to their own, they were all either budget builds or mid-tier level builds. I was building up to an AM5 PC for our higher end build, but unfortunately we just ran out of time. Were we able to sell a PC locally? We were actually able to sell a lot of PCs locally, and more than I actually thought. Were we able to sell a PC on Java? That was a success too. I actually thought I would sell more and faster on Java than locally, but it was actually the opposite. Were we able to make $200 in one sale? Yes, we did, and we were actually very lucky. We only succeeded in this goal because we luckily got someone to give us extra money for delivering. Were we able to complete a commission request? Yes, we did. We were actually able to do 1 commission build, and I can see why people don't do commission builds when they're flipping PCs. And since it doesn't really give you that much profits, because you don't want to oversell yourself where people won't ask you to do commission builds, but if you undersell yourself, you won't be making as much money for the amount of work you put in. And lastly, were we able to get the Facebook Marketplace highly rated badge? And happily we did. Everyone who rated my Facebook page was very nice and thoughtful in their reviews. I'm actually really glad that we got this badge, because if I do want to do this again, or do something else Facebook Marketplace related, have the badge already and will be more reputable. So we completed 5 out of the 6 goals that we set out to do during this challenge. So I will call this challenge a success. And if you guys were wondering what I did with the profits and leftover inventory, I actually used the profits to pay off that RTX 4070 that you guys saw me unbox earlier. And that 4070 was actually being used to upgrade my girlfriend's PC. She has a mini PC, and the one she was using wasn't able to run Marvel Rivals. So with all my leftover components, I was actually able to make a nice Fractal Ridge mini PC for her. So you can say with the 3 months of PC flipping, I was able to give my girlfriend a free 4070 PC. Now to end it off, I just want to thank everyone who watched and tuned in into this mini series. I
I really enjoyed reading everyone's comments and all the constructive criticism everyone gave me. It does help a lot to read everything, and if I was doing this in real time, those criticisms would have helped me a lot. But I don't want to make this channel a PC flipping channel. I like making tech videos and I want to make more diverse videos in the future. But if you guys really did enjoy this mini journey that we had PC flipping, I do have an idea of a seasonal series maybe that we can do revolving around PC flipping. So if you guys want to see that happen, leave a like and comment so I know that you guys want to see it. And with that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.